Hey guys, welcome to day 28 of the Embrace Your Light aerial yoga series. Today, you will focus on what flow feels like in your body. Think of a time when you were in full flow. You had deep focus and knew exactly what you were doing was correct and in alignment. To get into that deep flow state more often, you need to practice focus without getting distracted. Today, you will be practicing a short breath to movement flow and be repeating it 5 times. Focus on lengthening your breath and slowing your movements to match your breath. Let's get started. So let's get started with our intention setting to begin with and then move into the breathwork and pranayama. So starting to come into a comfortable seat, closing your eyes or finding a soft gaze. You might lay your hands on your knees or maybe in your lap. Starting to feel your body, feel sensation and notice how you're feeling. Take a deep breath in. And let something go as you exhale. Starting to notice a deep sensation of focus. What does deep focus feel like? Noticing an intention that you'd like to set around flow. How would you like to feel while you're in flow? And would you like to feel it more often? Take a deep breath in. And a big breath out. Blinking your eyes open, let's get started with the pranayama part of class, the breath work. So you'll be doing the Nadi Shodhana pranayama, the alternate nose breathing exercise. While you're doing this, we'll have the peace fingers on your third eye, and I'd like you to try and focus on flow sensation at that point. So really focus in and zone in on the sensation of those fingers on your brows or on your third eye, and also on the sensation of focus flow. So getting your right hand, balling it into a fist, and then release your thumb, pinky finger, and peace fingers. Peace fingers come to your third eye or the space between your brows. Soften or close your eyes and take a preparatory breath. Breathe in. Breathe out. Close your right nostril with your thumb. Breathe in to the left. Close and hold at the top. Release the right and breathe out. Breathe in to the right. Close and hold. Breathe out to the left. It's 1 round, 4 more. Breathe in to the left. Close and hold. Breathe out at the right. Breathe in to the right. Close and hold. Breathe out of the left. Breathe in to the left. Close and hold. Breathe out of the right. Breathe in to the right. Close at the top. Breathe out of the left. Breathe into the left. Close and hold. Breathe out of the right. Breathe into the right. Close and hold. Breathe out of the left. Last round, breathe into the left. Close and hold. Breathe out of the right. Breathe into the right. Close and hold. Breathe out of the left. Bring your hand down onto your knee, keeping your eyes soft or closed. Noticing breath and noticing sensation in your body. Noticing that sense of flow, that deep sense of focused flow. Take a big breath in. And a big breath out. Starting to blink your eyes open, give me a smile. Let's get started inside of the hammock. You're going to come into a kneeling position, so bring your heels underneath you. As we move through today's flow, you're going to find that you're going to creep backwards on your mat. So whenever you find that you're too far back or the alignment in where the hammock is positioned on the body isn't working, then see if you can sort of gracefully take a couple of steps forward so you can come back sort of underneath the plumb line. So this kneeling position that we start in is directly underneath the plumb line. So take a little look up. You might need to move back or forward just a little bit. Try and find the center. So when you look up, you can see that rigging point directly up above you. Bring your hammock behind your shoulders. So you bring the shoulders to the back. And we're going to start really slowly and crunchy for the first round, and then as we move through for the 5 rounds of this flow, we'll get smoother as we go. So let's get started. Take a big breath in and controlled breath out. Next, inhale, you lean back into the fabric, release your hands to the back of your space. Inhale. As you exhale, cactus the arms, bend the elbows and lift the heart, squeeze the shoulders in towards each other. And then inhale, slide your hands up the fabric, come into a seat, big inhale, and you'll bring the hammock over the head as you exhale into a forward fold. Your next inhale, you open up through the chest for a cow pose, so press down into the hands, draw the heart forward, look up, and then exhale around through the spine, chin into the chest, all the way back into a seat. The hands release. For your next inhale, you come and meet in tabletop. Hands come through the center. Again, this is where you're going to move back a little bit with the legs. Flexing the toes on the ground, wrists are directly underneath the shoulders. As you inhale, you come into tabletop. As you exhale, you come into down dog. Lift the hips, press down through the heels. Your next inhale sends you forward into a plank, rolling the spine forward. And then as you exhale, you come into chaturanga, so lowering down, the hammock will catch the hips. You'll find as you move yourself back, this is one of the positions that will come up onto the belly, so you'll need to move it around and get comfortable as you move through the sequence. As your next inhale comes through for an up dog, so start to maybe straighten the arms or maybe keep them bent for this first round. Nice strong glutes and back and core, elbows tucked in. As you exhale, knees come to the ground and sink the hips back onto your hips for child's pose. Your next inhale sweeps the arms out wide and behind your head, opening up through the arms. See if you can bring the hammock as far up the chest as you can as you lean back. Inhale. And then as you exhale, surrender, keeping the arms, keeping the elbows out nice and wide as you sweep the hands down towards the ground. And let your head fall towards the ground. Massaging just above the bosom, so on those chest muscles, pec muscles. On your next inhale, you're gonna sweep over to the right with your left arm, and then sweep over to the left with your right arm. Come back through center. So you inhale, you raise up, bring the hammock back behind you, and exhale to stay seated. Inhale, reach up. This might be a point here that you move forward a little bit underneath the plumb line. So inhale to lift up, so you can drag yourself back underneath the plumb line. And then as you next inhale, reach on back. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, slide the hands up the hammock. Pull yourself up and over, forward fold as you exhale. Inhale, cow pose, open up through the chest, look forward. Exhale, chin into the chest, round through the spine. Release the hammock, hands come through for tabletop. Inhale. Exhale, down dog, lift the hips. Inhale, come into a plank. Exhale, chaturanga, lower down onto the hammock on your hips. Inhale, up dog, open up the heart, drag it forward. And then exhale, land the knees down, sink the hips back into child's pose. Inhale, open it up, arms sweep open and behind the head, as far back as you can, wriggle, wriggle, wriggle. And then as you exhale, surrender, arms sweep wide, touches the ground and bow forward. Inhale, sweep the arms over to the right. and then over to the left. Come back through center. Inhale, reaching up. Bring the hammock back behind you. You're gonna pull up. As you inhale, come back underneath the plumb line. Exhale, settle in. Inhale, reach it back, lean back. Exhale, cactus, bend the elbows. Inhale, slide the hands up, grab onto the hammock. Hammock comes over the top as you forward fold, exhale. And then cow pose, open up through the chest, round through the spine. Release the hammock, tabletop, inhale. And exhale, flex the toes, lift the hips, down dog. Inhale, plank, roll it forward. Exhale, chaturanga, lower it down. Up dog, lift the chest, open up the heart. And then exhale, sink the knees down, drop the hips back, child's pose. Inhale, open up the arms wide. And then sink into the hammock as the hands clasp behind your head. And then exhale, surrender. Fingertips come to the ground as you bow forward. Inhale, open up side body, over to the right. And right arm lifts, swing it over to the left. Back through center. Bring the hammock back behind you. Reach on up, inhale. Slide to center. Exhale, settle in. Inhale, reach it back. Exhale, cactus. Reach it up as you inhale, and then over the top of the head and forward fold, exhale. Inhale, cow, open through the chest, round through the spine. Release the hammock, tabletop as you inhale. Flex the toes, exhale, down dog. Plank pose, roll it forward. Lower down, chaturanga. And then open up the chest, up dog. Knees down, child's pose, sink the hips. Sweep the arms up and behind your head. Lean back into the hammock. Allow the hammock to come over your bosom. And surrender, fingertips come down. Surrender, bow forward. Sweep the arms over to the right. Left arm reaches up and over. And then over to the left, right arm reaches up and over. Come back through center. Back through center. Bring the hammock behind you. Pull up. Come underneath the plumb line. And then inhale, reach it up and back. Exhale, cactus. Reach up. Bring the hammock over the head. Forward fold. Cow pose, open through the heart, look forward. Exhale, chin into the chest, round through the spine. Release the hammock. Hands come through the center, tabletop. Flex your toes. Down dog. Roll it forward into plank. Chaturanga. Up dog, open up the chest, draw forward. Knees down, child's pose, sink it back. Open up the arms wide, clasp the hands behind your head and sink the shoulders into the hammock. And then exhale, surrender. Arms come wide and touch the ground as you bow forward. Swing and open it over to the right. And then over to the left. Come back through center, kneeling. Bring the hammock behind you. Reach up, come back to center, last one. Inhale, reach it up and back. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, reach up, pull up. Hammock comes overhead and then exhale, forward fold. Inhale, open up, cow. Exhale, round into cat. Release the hammock. Hands come through tabletop. Flex the toes as you exhale, lift the hips, down dog. Inhale, roll it forward into plank. And then exhale, sink it down, chaturanga. Up dog, lift the heart. Exhale, knees down, child's pose, sink the hips. And then swing those arms out nice and wide. Clasp behind your head as you lean on back. Arms nice and wide again. Surrender, forward fold. Sweep it over to the right, over to the left. And come back through center. Bring the hammock back behind you. Reach up, little pull up to come back to center. Next, inhale, lean back, reach back. Exhale, cactus, reach up, over the top of the head and forward fold. Cow pose, draw the heart forward, look up, and then chin into the chest, round through the spine. Release the hammock, hands come through the center, tabletop, inhale. Flex the toes and lift the hips, down dog. Roll it forward into a plank. Chaturanga, come down. Open up the heart, up dog. Knees down, child's pose, sink the hips down. Big inhale, sweep the arms up and behind your head. Sink down into the hammock. Exhale, surrender. Arms wide, touches the ground, bow forward. Inhale, sweep it over to the right. And then over to the left. Come back through center. And meet in a seat, release the feet. Bring the hammock behind you. And then bringing hands to heart center, finishing class together. Closing down the eyes, take a big breath in. Big breath out. Bow your chin into your chest, your mind into your heart. Acknowledging and appreciating that deep wisdom, that deep focus that lives inside of you and nourishes, flourishes where it needs to. From my heart to yours, namaste. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. I truly appreciate you being here. And if you could tell me something about what gives you deep focus or what came up for you during class today, I would love to hear from you in the comments down below. If you liked this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you get notified when I release new videos. I look forward to seeing you in the next video, and until then, have a lovely day. Bye guys. Breathe into the right. I can't breathe out my right nostril. Okay, again. Little pull up to come back to center. And then, I don't know how many times I've done this. Do you know?